Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer. Check out Cexxi Tarot. She has the answer. Leo, Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio are the viewers waiting to watch Cexxi Tarot. Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces are the #1 subscriber wondering what Cexxi sees. You are here just to be in the know. The live stream is starting. Now here's Cexxi Tarot.
Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome to Cexxi Tarot. Sagittarius, this will be your edition of Cexxi Has a Scoop. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you would like to be notified when I go live. Sagittarius, as a friendly reminder, we all have male and female energies within us. Although you see genders on the cards, keep in mind their energies. Sagittarius, as I'm progressing through the reading and you find that energy resonates more with the cross watcher, feel free to swap the energies. Energies are fluid. Sagittarius, as I'm progressing through the reading and you find the reading does not resonate with you at all, I strongly encourage you to check out the readings for your rising Venus and Moon placements. There's a link to a free natal chart on the About page of my YouTube channel. Donations are appreciated and kindly accepted via Cash App at $Cexxi Tarot. All right, Sagittarius, I pray you all are well. Thank you for joining me. This is intended to be a general reading for August the 16th through the 31st, 2021. Let me get you the scoop. Spirit, what energies are surrounding Sagittarius August 16th through the 31st? What energies are surrounding Sagittarius August 16th through the 31st, Spirit? Spirit, what energies are surrounding Sagittarius August 16th through the 31st? Sagittarius, Spirit, what energies are surrounding Sagittarius August 16th through the 31st? What energies are surrounding Sagittarius? Sagittarius, you're making some changes for the betterment of yourself, your life, your family. You're getting in touch with exactly who you are and what it is you want out of this human experience. At the bottom of the deck, the reason for your reading is reflect. And Sagittarius, right now, you're in touch with your intuitive self. Okay, you're in tune with your star player, and right now you're reflecting on all the things that have shaped you, made you who you are. You have this great appreciation for the good and the bad. You look at the bad as lessons in life, not necessarily bad. You look at the good as fulfillment. You're reflecting. Right now you're walking down memory lane, so that you can move forward. At the bottom of the deck, you have surrender, higher perspective, and soul work. And this is you doing that soul work, getting busy. You're spiritually elevating. You feel like there's some changes that need to be made. And I'm noticing you have all these eyes. Look at this. See the eye here? See the eyes in this card? This is that reflection. You know you're meant for more. So you feel like in order for you to move forward and get exactly what it is you need to work on your soul. You're getting busy, taking self-inventory. This is facing your darker shadow self. You want to see things from a higher perspective. You're letting go of control. You're letting go of control. You're just trusting spirit at this point. Sagittarius, you have connect to hearts. Connect to heart. And this is mind and spirit becoming one. You're being loyal to yourself. You're being loyal to those around you. It's like you could have been at odds with someone who you truly loved. And now it's like you need to get back to those roots. You're going back to the root of something. Spirit, tell me about Connect to Heart for Sag, August 16th through 31st. Why is Connect to Heart here for Sagittarius Spirit? At the bottom of the deck, you have cleanse, fear, and happiness. And you want to be happy. But in order for you to be happy, you got to clear up some things. You may be afraid to address this. You may be afraid to approach this. But a purge needs to happen in order for you to be completely happy. You're getting rid of any fears, any restrictions, anything that's preventing you from moving forward. This is the soul work. This is the soul work. Sagittarius. At some point, you stopped connecting to your heart. At some point, you felt like someone was not being loyal to you. And you don't like the fact, for some of you, there's something that is really near and dear to your heart, and you feel detached from it, like there's no energy coming from it. Spirit, why is Connect the Heart and Stop here for Sagittarius? Why is Connect the Heart and Stop here for Sagittarius? For some of you, you got away from your purpose. At the bottom of the deck, you have Summer, Offer, and Inner Child. And Sagittarius, it's like you could have been being immature about something, or you went back to that inner child in you. This is that reflection. You remember a time when you were a child. It could have happened something in the summer that made you very happy, optimistic. You were given something as a child. It's not about what you were actually given. It's about that feeling you experienced when this was given to you. And you want that back. Not necessarily the offer. You want that feeling back. So you're doing this reflection, this soul work. Because that was like the happiest time for you. And you know it can be real today. You have ascended. You have ascended. This is expansion. This is leveling up your consciousness. Getting in touch with the 5D. It reads expansion, evolution, universal intelligence. Stay connected to spirit. So something was truly your spirit, and you feel like you lost the connection. But you're changing that. You're changing that. You want it back. Spirit. At some point, Sagittarius got away from what was true to them, what made them happy. And now they're expanding. They're leveling up, expanding their consciousness. Can you tell us, Sagittarius, why Ascend is here? Is something really going back to childhood for you? At the bottom of the deck, you have the Sun. Some of you are dealing with the Leo, the Cross, and the Dog. And notice we're clarifying this Connect to Heart with these two dogs. I want to show you the consistency here, because this is about loyalty. What is true to you? What truly makes you happy? What do you need to propel you forward? Now let me get back to this. See, you had the spiritual awakening. That's what this is, a spiritual awakening. You reflected on and shed light on what was burdensome to you, You reflected on and shed light to what was spiritually in tune with you. You're being loyal to yourself. This is work you had to do alone in order for you to be happy, to take action for a new beginning. Because there's a fresh start here. And here's that child energy again. It's time for you to grow up. It is. Could have had a temper tantrum recently. Could have had an argument with somebody and you took the higher road. It says, I'm feeling like you're taking the higher road, the higher ground. You healed something from childhood. You're getting back to what's true to your heart because you got away from it at some point. This is good. This is shadow work. This is good. Spirit, Sagittarius is transforming. They're connecting to their soul purpose because at some point they got away from it. Tell me about this fresh start with this ascension. Why is this fresh start with this ascension here? At the bottom of the deck, you have intuition. You have recognition and reward. And you have power. Some of you are dealing with a Leo. Some of you are dealing with a Scorpio. In Sagittarius, in order for you to be at your best self, to be your strongest, you wanted some sort of acknowledgement. And your intuition told you that you had to make some changes. You had to make a decision to work on yourself, appreciate yourself, recognize your own power. This is a transformation. You made some changes. You put the work in. Sagittarius, you have victory and success. Victory and success. This is that Six of Wands energy. They're screaming your names from the rooftops. You want people to see what you accomplish. You want people to see what you've been working on. You want people to acknowledge your risks, how you came close to the edge of failure, but you made it. But first you had to recognize it for yourself. You wanted someone's approval. But it requires some healing of you. Spirit, tell me about this victory and success for Sagittarius. Why is victory and success here for Sagittarius, Spirit? At the bottom of the deck, you had mending, co-create, and yang. So you had to give to this. In order for there to be potential, you had to give. Aggressively give. Passionately give. In order to fix this, you want to work with someone. And they weren't talking to you. Or you want to come together with someone and let them know, I appreciate you. You had to make this decision. And you thought about it, and I think now you're taking action. You're taking action to mend a relationship. Somebody that's close to you. Could be your child, your mother, your father. Sagittarius, you have a change in the wind. A change in the wind. But you don't know how this will work out. You don't know if this announcement you're about to make is going to have the effect that you need it to have. Because you haven't seen any movement. You haven't. But you're willing to make the sacrifice no matter the outcome. You're going to call attention to this issue. You're calling attention to it because you want to change. Let's get some tarot on us. Spirit, Sagittarius wants some changes. They don't know how this is going to work out, but they're calling attention to something. You could stop. You could decide to leave somebody behind. You could either be leaving somebody behind to fix the situation or bringing something together to fix the situation. But there's something that's being repaired here, and it has to do with being true to yourself, okay? And you don't know how this is going to work out, but you're calling attention to it because it's been hanging there too long. Tell me about this for Sagittarius. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Palace of Cups. This has something to do with home. Something emotional in the home. Something emotional and near and dear to your hearts. You have the Six of Wands, that Six of Wands, and the Page of Wands. You want to first start. You're sending a message because you recognize you need this to move forward. This is nurturing, mothering energy, stability. You're like, I'm sorry, it's the Nine of Wands. I said Six of Wands. This is the Nine of Wands. And whatever this is guarded. You could have been protecting your emotions. Protecting how you really feel about something that was stable. Something hurt you. Something hurt you. So you became very guarded. It could have been an argument. But you want to get back to home. What's truly near and dear to your heart. So you're going to talk about it. We're going to put this on the table. That's what I'm hearing. We're going to address this elephant in the room. Sagittarius, you have the Palace of Swords. You ain't playing. Thought about it. And this calls for honest, direct communication. And it's something to do with some structure, some home, some business. It's emotional to you, but you need to be frank. With this Queen of Swords energy. Some of you are dealing with an Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. But this is an honest conversation about structure. This is an honest conversation about foundation. But it's emotional because that Palace of Cups is out here. You want to reconcile with someone. Come back together with someone. Fix a broken connection. Because it stopped. It stopped. And you want to level it up. Let's see what this truth is with this Queen of Swords, because this is being talked about. This can also be legal documentation and paperwork for some of you regarding children. This could be legal documentation regarding some contract that means a lot to you. Something that's going to make you happy. Or it could just be an honest conversation about fixing a connection and coming back together. Tell me about this Queen of Swords. What is this direct truth being spoken? Tell me about this Queen of Swords for Sagittarius. There's a direct truth. And it got you worried. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Tower. Some of you are dealing with an Aries or a Scorpio. You have the Seven of Swords and the Sun. And this is you, Sag. You're happy. But you need to bring something to light, call attention to something. Because something fell apart here. Something fell apart due to someone being sneaky, deceptive, cunning. This was a plan that didn't work out. And this plan that didn't work out, you're bringing attention to it. You want to shed light on it. That's what I'm hearing. And it make you happy to fix this. You want to rebuild. Sagittarius, you have the Queen of Wands. And this is you being very confident, strong, desirable, sexy, getting a lot of attention. And with this Nine of Swords, you're worried about this. It's like your confidence is being shaken. And with this Knight of Wands, what I'm hearing is the truth is that something's unstable here and it has you worried. And it's shaking your confidence. And until this conversation is had, you feel like you cannot move forward. You can't move forward confidently. So you need to have this conversation. Sagittarius, you have self-love. You have self-love. You're beautiful. You recognize all that you are. But some reason you feel like your world is being turned upside down, like somebody trying to steal your shine. So you're reflecting. Thinking about that time when you felt beautiful. You felt happy, positive. You're trying to get back to that space of confidence, of beauty, of loving yourself, of giving yourself what you deserve. Sagittarius, you have self-worth. You know that you deserve more. You know more is coming for you, is waiting for you. It reads, value, self-esteem, confidence. Be empowered by valuing yourself. So you're thinking and self-reflecting about, are you loving yourself properly? Are you giving yourself the best? Do you truly value yourself? Because there's something challenging here. It's something toxic here. It's something that is not flexible, that's taking away from your self-worth. And it needs to be addressed. Sagittarius, you have the sacral chakra. And you know you need to make some sacrifices, some changes, and get grounded, get rooted, get stable. Work on your foundation. You have to make the right decisions because something was chipping away at you. And these decisions require you to put in the work, clean house, get rid of some things. In order for you to love yourself, work on yourself, something needs to go because that broom is there and you cleaning house right now. Putting in the work for yourself. Getting grounded, getting rooted, removing these toxicities. And you facing this truth. I'm hearing everybody ain't for you. You starting to see the ugly in the world. Not saying you ain't noticed it was there before, but it's knocking at your door. And it's making you do all this self-evaluation so that you can truly be happy inside and out. But it requires you loving yourself first and giving it to yourself. You cannot expect things to come from the outside that you're not giving yourself on the inside. Spirit, tell me about Sagittarius making a decision to get stable, rooted, and grounded, to clean their space up, their house up, their spirit up, They're putting the work in. Tell me about Sagittarius. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Emperor. Some of you are dealing with an Aries or a Taurus, a boss, a parent. But this is a stable figure. The Five of Coins, injustice. Some of you are dealing with a Libra. So in order to make this right, in order for you to gain control and come out from this state of lack, you have to gain control. But Sagittarius, you will. Things are working out in your favor. You're going to gain control over your finances. You're going to gain control over a parenting situation. You're going to gain control over your work. It works out for you. Sagittarius, you have the Three of Pentacles. Some of you are dealing with a Capricorn. And this is you putting that work in. That's you with your wand, your arrow, addressing it. You need this team. You got this team that you go way back with. Possibly the childhood. Some of you dealing with Scorpio. But you want to talk to this person, collaborate, put the work in to reconcile this, whatever this is from the past. And with this Two of Pentacles, more Capricorn energy, you want to balance it out. Because you feel left out. Something's lacking here. So let's see what this the Six of Cups is, because you love whatever this is. This could be a child. This could be just something from the past, but you reflecting on this because this is about your self-love. It's something at the root of this, that you're going through this dark night of the soul where you're aligning your mind, your body, and your spirit. Spirit, tell me about the Six of Cups. What is this from the past Sagittarius is working on? What is this Six of Cups for Sagittarius? Because they're trying to get grounded, Spirit. They recognize their self-worth. Something's challenging. What is the Six of Cups? At the bottom of the deck, you have the Ten of Swords. You have Justice and the King of Swords, and here go that hard conversation. Because I asked, what you trying to mend, what you trying to reconcile. So there needs to be a decision to speak the truth about a betrayal, an ending, in order for fairness to be had. Some of you are dealing with the Libra, some of you are dealing with Aquarius or Gemini. But this justice is here. Once someone has this logical conversation, it will work out, and it is the end of this betrayal or this letdown or this disappointment. And what you're trying to reconcile from the past is this being left out in the cold energy with this Five of Pentacles. Because you feel left out, you feel slighted. With this Eight of Swords in reverse, you want to become unstuck. You don't want this lag. You want it to come to an end with this World card. Some of you are dealing with a fixed sign, such as an Aquarius, a Scorpio, a Leo, or a Taurus. You want to close this cycle out, so you willing to put the work in. And you will. You will. How do I know? Because this is you. The revolutionary. The revolutionary. This is you, Sag, making the changes. You reflected. You thought about it. You went around this situation. And now passionately, you ready to make these changes. To protect yourself from toxicity. You putting the work in. You realizing what you need to protect. Some of you not telling people about the moves you're making. Sagittarius, you feel stuck. in place. Like there's no movement. Something's inflexible, rigid. Don't want to help you. So you want to talk about it. You want to talk about, hey, this ain't going nowhere. I feel stuck here. And I've been thinking, and I got to do what's best for me to protect me and make these changes. You want to become unstuck from this toxicity, this rigidity. Something's challenging. So you're going to send a message. You're going to have this hard conversation. To address this Five of Wands. These obstacles and challenges. Because you can't keep pretending like this isn't here. You're stuck. Could have been some competition, other people just causing drama. When it came to your happiness, but you're going to level up. You're going from the 5 to the 6. It's something that makes you happy, but a miracle is here. Something you manifested. Something that's here to protect you as well. You're not going to be stuck for long. Spirit, Sagittarius needs to make some changes to get rid of these obstacles and challenges when it comes to their happiness. They feel stuck. Tell me about these obstacles and challenges when it comes to their milk and honey. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Knight of Wands. This is you, Sagittarius. The 8 of Coins and the Priestess. Some of you are done with a Scorpio. You haven't talked to this person. You haven't heard from this person. But you're listening to your intuition. And your intuition is telling you, you need to rush in, take action, and put the work in. Excuse me. Some of you are dealing with a Virgo. Let me sip this water. Some of you are dealing with a Virgo. And with the Strength card, some of you are dealing with a Leo. You are determined. You are determined to balance this out. You are determined to bring this to a close, whatever this issue is. You are determined to take whatever risk, chance you need for this new beginning. Because it's weighing on you. There's something weighing on you, keeping you down. So now, the pressure on, you got to address it. Let's see what risk you need to take. Spirit, tell me about this Fool energy for Sagittarius. There's a risk. Sagittarius needs to be very bold for this new beginning. They need to take this action to get rid of this burden. Tell me about this Fool energy. You might want to apologize to somebody. At the bottom of the deck, you have the strength. Some of you are dealing with a Leo. This Queen of Swords. Whoever this is a strong mother lover. Whoever you about to have this conversation with, they not weak. And they want to address it head on. You could be a little afraid of this person in this Two of Cups. So this is a soulmate union. This is you, could be you facing your shadow self, but I don't think so. This could be a soulmate union. And please know your soulmate could be your parents, your kids. And you trying to be strong because you held back from this long enough because you need to have this conversation. But you know when you go have this conversation with this person, they like, what you want? Speak your truth. Don't play with me. Speak it out loud. Be specific. But you held back for a minute, but you feel stuck. So now you got to have this conversation with this person. Because something fell apart here. Something fell apart here. Some of you are dealing with an Aries or Scorpio. Due to somebody being slick. So now you're trying to put this plan in action. So now you're strategizing to tell the truth and bring happiness because y'all not talking. With this high priestess, your intuition is telling you that you need to shed light on this situation because there's no conversation happening. And that's the risk. Let me get you some advice for this reading. You're going to be fine. Address it head on. You already did the self-reflection from what I see. Whatever this is, it means a lot to you. It's a lot of parenting energy here. I got children here, children here. Children showed up in Lenormand over there. You had children show up here with this inner child. It's something that needs to be nourished here in order for this mending to take place, okay? And everything in your intuition is telling you it's time to face it. Okay? You're going to be fine. Spirit, what advice do you have for Sagittarius regarding this reading? But you getting back in touch with your roots yourself so that you can move forward. You're seeing things from a higher perspective. Okay? And you're letting go of control issues. This is good. This is good. Spirit, what advice do you have for Sagittarius regarding this reading? Spirit, what advice do you have for Sagittarius regarding this reading? What advice do you have for Sagittarius regarding this reading? Spirit, what advice do you have for Sagittarius regarding this reading? What advice do you have for Sagittarius? Thank you. Sagittarius, you have the direction guardian. Choose your path. Choose your path. So, Sag, it's time for you to go in the right direction. Which way do you want to go? You need to be confident, you need to be wise, and you need to be vulnerable at the same time. And don't stop heading towards your dreams, your direction. Don't stop. Because right now, your commitment is being tested. Do you have the stamina? Do you have the courage to face this? Or are you going to give up? Sagittarius, you have a lady. Enjoy growth and reap rewards. This is like my Empress card. So some of you are dealing with your mother, your parent, something like that. It could be a father. But there's something very nurturing and inspiring here. Somebody who sits in power, that has a lot of love for you. This is someone that that looks upon you lovingly. And they have a lot to offer. But you can't let this pride get in your way. Some of you are dealing with a Leo. So you need to reconsider and put that sword down and stop trying to end whatever this is so fast. Because your ego coming into play, and there's somebody very loving here. Sagittarius, you have trader. You have trader. Exchange energy to create abundance. You want love, you got to give love. You want happiness, you got to be happy. You want love, you got to give love. You want happiness, you got to be happy. You got to be devoted and committed. And hold your vision. Be devoted and committed, because there's a healing here. There's a healing available here. But it requires you to take action. It requires you to communicate effectively and clearly. But Sag, you got free will. It's up to you. Do you want this forgiveness or not? And that's what I'm hearing, Sag. That's what I'm hearing. So, Sag, there's a healing here. And this healing is full of abundance, love, reconciliation. You thought about it. Let go of control issues. Surrender to the process. Sagittarius, Sagittarius, Sagittarius. This has been your edition of Sexy Has the Scoop. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell, Sagittarius, if you would like to be notified the next time I go live or upload another video. Peace, Sag, and don't let your pride get in your way.
Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer. Check out Sexy Tarot. She has the answer. Leo, Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio are the viewers waiting to watch Sexy Tarot. Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces are the #1 subscriber wondering what Cexxi sees. You are here just to be in the know. The live stream is starting. Now here's Sexy Tarot.